Alright, you guys, so I got the tracking information. It said it was going to be delivered today. All day I've been staring out my window while I'm working, waiting for this UPS truck to come. And it didn't come all day, so I'm off work, I'm making dinner, we're eating dinner. And then just like out the corner of my eye, I see a brown truck drive past outside. And so I ran downstairs, I opened up the garage, just to get ready for the big box, and the guy just drove straight past. And I was like, what? So I gave him a second to figure out he missed the place, and I was just sitting down in the garage, and then I checked tracking, and thankfully the tracking updated right away. It said that the apartment number was not on the shipping label. And I was like, no. So I ran inside. I asked Space Bun to grab her car keys, and I took the car up to where the UPS truck usually parks to deliver packages, because we have lockers by our mailboxes. And sure enough, he was there. So I drove up to him, and I was like, hey man, I've been waiting for this package. It says that the apartment number was missing. He's like, yeah, I know which one. And I was like, big 23-pound package? He's like, yeah. And is there any way you can, is there any way I can verify, who I am, so that you can give me the package? And he's like, you got the ID? And I was like, yeah. And so I pulled up the tracking ID on my phone, and he's like, no, your driver's license. And I was like, man. He walked back to his truck, and I'm like, I don't have my driver's license with me because I just ran out from the house, and then he came back, and I was like, hey man, my ID's back at the house. He's like, let me see the registration. So I showed him the registration. It showed my name on it. He matched it up with the package, and boom.
What's up everybody, it's your second favorite platyperson, and much like the platypus and those little paper seat covers at the public restrooms, I don't do much. So as you guys saw, yay, we finally got the fairings in. I was super excited when they came in, opening the box and whatnot.
It's cool when it comes with pieces to the pieces that you didn't think that it would come with. And these pieces, to this point, I was not aware were going to be included. I'm really grateful they are, because these pieces from the old one are kind of messed up. They were gonna work, but it didn't look great. There's so many pieces that I didn't know it was gonna come with that I'm really happy it came with. Wow. Even this piece, I didn't even have this piece when I bought the bike.
But that joy and excitement didn't last for long. Seriously, maybe like 20 minutes. So I started unwrapping everything, and I pretty much immediately noticed that the color was off. Not by much. It's very noticeable, but I think probably not as noticeable to people who aren't familiar with my bike. But I can't expect it to match exactly, because they didn't have the other pieces to color match to. Basically, they're just working off of pictures. So I can't really fault them for that, but it is irritating. And then, like, as I started putting it together, I noticed that there's like other quality issues. Like, some of the holes for the screws weren't big enough for the screws that they gave me, or the screws that I still had. And honestly, that can just be fixed by drilling them out a little bit. But it was just frustrating, Not to mention the $60 parts kit that I bought from them. It's just a $20 eBay generic parts kit. So that was irritating as well. And then I started noticing that the design isn't exactly quite right either. But again, you know, I approved the design through the pictures they sent me, so I can't really complain about that. And then probably the most frustrating part, which I'm still having to deal with, is one of the pieces doesn't line up. It's the piece that goes or screws onto the headlight assembly and holds the windshield and the rear view mirrors. If you get it to sit flush on the headlight, the holes don't line up. And if you make them line up, the whole thing bows out. So this company that I bought it from, I'm not going to say where I got it from just yet, because if, you know, they're working with me, it seems. If everything turns out good, I want to leave them a good review. But right now, it's just kind of in the toilet. I emailed them and I said, hey, I'm having these issues, and also this piece doesn't line up. And this company does have a fitment guarantee. You know, they pride themselves on having precision molded or injection molded plastics, and this piece doesn't fit. So I emailed them and they said to honor their guarantee, the bike that they're being installed on has to have never tipped over or fallen or crashed, and it has to be installed by a professional. And I know most companies are like that, it has to be installed by a professional, whatever. But it irritated me more because, you know, I've taken these fairings off plenty of times to know what I'm doing. And I know it's not exactly a question of if I'm competent or not, but... So I emailed them back, and I kind of dodged the issue of having a professional do it. And I told them that the headlight this part is being installed on is a brand new assembly. And of course I sent them pictures and whatnot. And they said, sure, no problem. Just tell us the name of the shop. Or, you know, give us the contact information of the shop you have at. So I was like, well, alright. No, I'm not going to Mount Charleston today. So I got in touch with a shop here locally and explained to them what's going on. And so I took it down there, and they're in agreement, you know, it doesn't fit. So I asked them, can you guys just hold on to it, and that way I can tell them it's at a shop, you know, so I can get this replaced, or, you know, further the process. And they said, yeah, sure, just leave us a good review. And I was like, sure, you know, I'll bring you some pizza or whatever when it's done too. So thanks to those guys at Moto Monkeys for giving me a hand, you know, however it turns out. They helped me out when I needed their help. So man, it's windy out here. So where I'm at right now is I'm just waiting on any sort of response from them to see what they're gonna do next. But the bike is pretty much all put together except for the headlight and the windshield, and I'm just waiting for that to be done. Super excited and anxious to have it back. I could technically ride it right now, but I want to wait for like a reveal. But in all honesty, regardless of everything that's happening with the fairings, I think this was the best option for the price, unless I wanted to pay OEM prices for brand new fairings, which would have been thousands of dollars. Even though I am struggling with them about it, it's still gonna look good. Anyway, everyone, that's it for today. Just wanted to give you a quick update, because I know in one of the last videos I had said it was a couple days away, so hopefully it's not too much longer. But go ahead and leave the video a like if you liked it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos come out. We still haven't hit that 200 mark yet, so make sure to share it with your friends as well. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or if you want to see something in particular. Just let me know. Don't forget to check out our Instagram, and we'll see you guys in the next one.